What's going on, Graco? I'm back. I just wanted to touch on a few things, and honestly, I just kind of wanted to touch on one of the biggest problems that I've been dealing with, kind of for the past, maybe more or less my whole life. And it's probably something that you've been dealing with too, and it's called the curse of emotional investments. Yeah. So, emotionally investing into anything that you haven't even fully figured out is probably the worst thing that you can do, especially as a man who actually has a goal for himself and has a vision. Becoming emotionally invested in something prematurely will actually cause that to hinder you, bro. The thing is, whatever's gonna happen is gonna crumple. It's gonna end. You're gonna realize, oh shit, it wasn't fucking anything. So why were you investing into it emotionally, anyways? And it's gonna fall, crumple, and then you're gonna find yourself hit back a little bit and a little bit hurt. So then you're gonna have to, regain your step, find a little bit of a new motivation, and just kind of beat yourself up for even thinking that deep about shit in the first place. And I mean, this can be from women, this could be sales, this could be business models that you've started in the past, whatever it may be. Because this happened to me with business models I've started too, like when I started my AI startup and stuff like that. Like, I was just really very, very emotionally invested in when certain things weren't going to work out, when clients weren't answering my DMs, when people weren't fucking interested in my product, I was getting hurt. I was emotionally invested into it, right? And it's more or less now a mindset shift of strategically being invested and being invested to only to the degree that you can handle, only to the degree that makes logical and rational sense. And that's something that Marcus Aurelius would do. That's something that any CEO would do. That's something that any man with actual fucking sense would do. You wouldn't fully emotionally invest or invest anything more than you can, right? Unless obviously the risk to reward ratio is higher. But what I'm kind of getting at here, especially kind of when it comes to women, is removing that emotional investment from up front, from the first 3, 4, 5 months. And I've noticed from the times where I've like emotionally invested nothing, I've gotten exactly what I've wanted every single fucking time. When I've emotionally invested not a single fucking thing, I would not answer that bitch's calls. I would not do anything with the woman at all. Like, leave her on scene, leave her on delivered, because I'm grinding, I'm focused, so I can't even afford to emotionally invest anything. But what kind of happens, especially with men like me and you, is when we start to see qualities that stand out, we start to kind of break down these barriers a little bit, and we start to break frame. We start to invest in a little bit more than we would have prior to. So boom, because we think there's a little bit of hope, right? But again, one thing that we keep on forgetting to analyze is that women are always going to put their best foot forward, especially to gain attraction of a man that they see who's on an upright path. And you don't want to be caught into that situation, because I've been in that kind of situation probably two times in the past like 3 months. And I'm like, I just need to fucking relax. Like, Graco, you need to kind of lock in and understand, like, there's no need to emotionally invest into anything. There's no need to emotionally invest into anything right now except for your grind. And even then, you don't even emotionally invest, and you only make moves that are logical, only make moves that are rational. And honestly, when it comes to investing into stocks and NFTs and whatever the fuck it may be, it's the exact same thing. You need to make sure you're only making rational choices that are going to cause upright motion. Because every single time and time again where you see yourself getting emotionally invested and it doesn't work out, then what happens, bro? You end up with another mini heartbreak. And I mean, it's okay to be a little bit of a lover boy and put your best foot forward and do what you can to kind of earn the woman's attention, earn anybody's attention, right? But one thing we got to understand is, bro, like, there's money to be made, bro. There's money to be made. There's deals to be closed. There's people to be met. There's business ideas to be started. So the last thing that you need to be focusing on is a female or is a bitch in any manner, bro. Of course, even if she's displaying the best wifey qualities possible, some red flags that you ignore, whatever it may be, lock in. That's the only thing that's going to save you, bro. Lock into your original goal. Stay the path, bro. Keep on doing what attracted that woman in the beginning. Don't ever fucking slip off your grind for shit, bro. It's the last thing you got to do. And it's the last thing that I'm going to do from here on out. I'm not breaking any frame. And I'm going to continue to stay on my path for as long as it takes. That's how my wife falls into my lap. So that's just one thing to continuously understand. And it's the same thing when it comes to sales, bro. Like I'm in sales now. I'm trying to close all these deals, and sometimes I'd be working a deal for 3, 4, 5 hours, 3, 4, 5 days, and the deal doesn't fucking go through, and I'm fucking pissed off. I'm ready to quit my job. Why? Because I'm emotionally invested. I'm emotionally invested into that fucking deal, into that sale, into getting that client's business. But again, like there's no need to do so. There needs to be more of an abundance mindset. And it's the same thing when it comes to women. Like, of course, like I'll admit it right now, I'm the type of guy that talks to multiple females at once, probably 4 or 5 or 6 of them at one time. And I'll do my things. I'll do whatever the fuck it is. But sometimes that one comes around who's like, damn, there's a little bit more that I want to focus here. And you start to do that, you lose the abundance mindset, and then you start getting emotionally invested. And it's the same thing with sales and deals. Like the shorter your pipeline is, the more desperation that one client is going to feel. The bigger your pipeline is, the less desperation that client's going to feel, and the more likely they are going to buy and emotionally invest into you. So it's the same thing when it comes to bitches and females. The more that you have in your pipeline, the more abundance that you have, the less that you're going to have to emotionally invest, and the more they're going to have to emotionally invest into you. And keep in mind, there's going to be females doing that exact same tactic. So why, who gives a fuck, bro? At this age, especially at this age, at the young age of 20, like I mentioned in my other video, the last thing to do is take a woman seriously. Build your pipeline when it comes to your business ideas, when it comes to your deals, when it comes to your ideas, everything, bro. When it comes to your females, build your pipeline. Of course, I'm not saying have sex with every single girl, because that's crazy. But you need to exercise your options, bro. You can't shorten your pipeline because one client is displaying high buying signals. You can't do that. You need to continuously fill your pipeline so then the desperation does not ooze out of you and that client emotionally invests into you, not vice versa. And that's the biggest thing that I've been realizing now, especially in my sales career, and especially when it comes to women. Because the women that are emotionally invested into me right now are the ones I barely even give a fuck about. And the bitches that I gave a fuck about, shit doesn't really go through. It only goes through halfway. So yeah, that's the curse of emotionally investing. Just simply be careful, bro. Build your pipeline, have abundance, and understand that emotionally investing into anything as a man is not the right thing to do, especially in the early stages. Stay rational, stay woke, only make moves that are logical. Emotional investments are the last thing that you need right now, especially under the age of 25. So keep it fucking pushing. Love you guys. Starve tomorrow strong, G. Peace.